Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me, and I can't choose what I want to say.
Oh, my God. That was bad
I heard
timing.
a door open.
That was bad timing. That was bad timing.
You went full Robin Williams on
Jump
that.
the
Good
wire.
morning.
Well, you delayed over there. You were on your phone. We were rolling. I had to bring it.
Oh, man.
And by the way, is Chuck drinking a cup of diarrhea? Look at the top of that thing.
looks like baby poop. What do you got there?
You got just give me a tall baby poo.
There's a lot of protein in it. And get the breast milk straight through the filter. It's good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I like it.
Baby poo has a distinct smell. Like
It's.
adult shit, dog shit, baby shit, all different.
I still remember the funniest thing my sister ever said, and I can't remember what it was about or what the thing was, but she was like, "Oh, it smells like dirty diapers," and that just made me laugh so hard
Diapers,
because it
yeah.
wasn't shit, it wasn't baby shit, it wasn't like crap, it wasn't
Right.
stinks. She said it smells specifically.
Well, the diaper adds another element.
Yes,
'cause
it's
it's
like a powder.
plasticky.
There's like a-
yeah,
It's
exactly.
powdery because a baby's ass after you clean it smells like. I gotta start putting powder on stuff.
Oh, powder's killer.
Yeah, my
Horrible movie.
my hair, my donuts. Oh, powder! That was the movie. When Truman Show came out, I think we might have talked about this. The Truman Show was all sold out, so people had to go see Powder
Oh,
instead.
that's right. You get the runoff.
I think we run off Hirschberg. I think we talked about this though, because then somebody emailed me and was like, "Hey, retard, Powder came out the year before." But my memory, it's like the Mandela effect.
Aha, he's good.
But
He died.
I thought he didn't die.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, he did die. But they
Mangled.
thought he
I
died.
thought you done earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then C-3PO's leg is silver.
Yes, exactly. Cash for gold.
Mandela's fun.
He's cute cute little guy.
Well, I'm just saying the effect.
means
I don't know
the
the guy.
effect.
The guy's whatever.
The
I don't
guy,
know.
he's not that fun. He's kind of a dull douche.
He
But
went to jail. Paul Simon, my wife. Those are the things I know about South Africa.
yes, Musk, Charlize.
Oh, right. Elon.
Oh wait, back to the baby shit for a second.
Yeah,
if
please.
I may.
I'll talk about baby shit all night.
Well, isn't it weird that human shit? If you see bear shit on the sidewalk, you go, that's weird. But if you see human shit on the sidewalk, you go, we got to get out of town.
Yes.
Humans they're everywhere, but if they shit on the sidewalk, it's actually worse than an animal shitting on the sidewalk.
Well, this is a pretty easy solution here.
What do you mean? Kill all
Well,
people?
humans are expected to shit in toilets and bears aren't.
Well, but a bear can kill you.
Right.
I mean, I
Well,
guess a human can kill you too, but
But again, I'm not sure this analogy because you don't usually see bear shit on the sidewalk. If I saw a bear shitting on the sidewalk, I'd be way more scared than a human shit.
you haven't been to San Francisco. Those bears are everywhere. But I see what you're saying. I'm just saying when humans shit on the sidewalk, it's the end of civilization. When a bear shits on the sidewalk, you go, there's bears here.
Because bears aren't civilized.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But my point is, there's humans everywhere, but to see one of them shit is terrifying.
It's no good. Yeah, you don't want to see a human shitting. By the way, the subway is perfect for shitting because it has the pole.
on the train.
Yeah, I'm doing a visual. We just found out 60% of our audience is audio only, but you can hold the pole and lean back.
That's
get a nice
right.
shit going.
Surprised you don't see more now.
I would think, but maybe they're scooping it up. Or also, I only ride the subway between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Oh yeah,
Other
that's
than that,
not shit hours.
it's bad. Did you see the video of the guy, the ladies in the green? You know those green costumes?
Costumes at the airport.
Like, it's the guy that races in the baseball, one of the baseball stadiums. I forget which one. They have the green guy. He's the speedy guy.
Like
It's
Green
a-
Man?
Green Man.
Green Man. I don't know
He's like
Green Man.
I never heard
Completely
Green
covered
Man
in
either.
green?
Yeah, completely covered in green. You've seen it. It looks like not latex, like nylon.
Oh, is it for like computers?
Yeah,
it
kind of
looks
like
like
that.
Like a
yeah.
green screen.
Yes, it's we're green, but
I
there was
see.
ladies, these fat black ladies wearing those all green things.
What are they doing?
They got in a big fist fight. I got to send you the video. Maybe we can plug it
Please.
in. It's on Reddit. Something Reddit. Green ladies. It was Astoria N train heading to Astoria. But you'll find it. It's on Reddit. I don't know. I'll send it to you.
All right.
But there was a video, and I don't know what the context, But they must have been on a night in the town where they were the green people, and they were like beating up some other people. It was quite a
Really?
fight. Yeah, it was quite a sight.
The subway fights have gone up tenfold. I don't know what it is. There's an evil in the air now because it is people are just pummeling women, kicking them in the face. Chinese ladies are getting soccer punted. It's wild.
Somebody got slashed, I heard.
Yes, slashing is back.
Slash.
Good guitarist.
Duff McKagan.
Yeah, but it's Thunderdome. It's GTA out there.
It's really scary, and I've said it before, but it's like the opposite of the old days. In the old days, you wanted to ride the subway when no one was on it. You have a car to yourself. Now I'll travel at rush hour only.
You want the people. Safety.
I've hidden the gym downstairs till it was rush hour because I didn't want to leave you guys.
Yeah, well, I get the thing where my mom goes, be careful out there. She sends me a link. I'm like, don't look at this, lady. This is all bad news. This can't help you.
I know, but people like to do that. This happens all the time to you twos, gays. And if you tell them not to do something, the opposite happens. But the gays, they keep sending me these videos every day. They're like, you see this nerd with glasses getting curb stomped by a club owner? I'm like, no, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, Estee's crazy. But yeah, but they never send you the good stuff. They never go, hey, some guy won the lottery in New York. Maybe it's you. It's always the bad shit.
Yes, they're always sending me the bear shit, never the human shit. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
We like the bear shit. Bear shit's good.
Bear claw.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bear
claws.
necessities. But yeah, it's wild out there. Hold on, we were on to something. Mandela effect.
The bear shit, human shit.
We were cooking, and then I cut you off and brought it back to
Powder.
Diaper Town. Huh?
Powder?
A powder.
Oh, yeah. Did that movie, was that good? I don't think it was good.
No, trash.
No.
There was a weird, 12 seconds in Hollywood where they had, supernatural guys. Powder, Phenomenon.
Michael? Is that
Michael, yeah.
The other one, yeah, there was a couple where we the 90s, I think, were a little stale, so people just had to have a guy who could levitate.
Chuck, could you check out Powder and Truman Show releases? I think they were 98s.
Okay.
Summer 98 type of deal.
I went and saw Beverly Hillbillies in the theater. Not proud of it.
Oof.
There was nothing else showing, or nothing. The tickets were all sold. And I bumped into a friend at the theater. He goes, what are you seeing? I go, Beverly Hillbillies. And he goes, oof. And I go, what are you seeing? He goes, Dumb and Dumber. I was like,
Oh, wow.
You got me there, fatty.
Yeah. I saw Dumb and Dumber in the theater. The theater, when you're a kid, back in the day, you saw everything. It was so fun every weekend. That's what you did, and it was great. I went to the movies the other day. I saw Pearl, I was very excited. That's the sequel to X, which I still have the poster over here.
Pearl X?
X was we got the poster that someone gave me.
Oh, X.
That's my favorite movie of the year. And then Pearl is the sequel. Very different vibe.
This is about the cute little girl who's slashing people in the cornfields.
Yes.
I saw the ad.
Yes. Out in the cornfields.
She
with
should
the
be in the
woods go heavy.
Bronx.
Yeah, she's something. She's very attractive to me. You put anybody in a naked film, you're really just like, whoa.
So that's the new vibe now. Is like we got to have women killing people, women king, women hurting, pro women.
Yes, a lot of women. It's all very subtly woke. Even the horror movies. Every horror movie I've seen has a real wokeness to it.
Oh, you saw Barbarian.
I did. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, full episode of Joe and Ron on up. But yeah, that also very fun. Liked it, but a lot of if you really peer in there's some quite PC woke undertones, which is fine. Yeah. And I just want to say, I'm like, if you're gonna do it, make it entertaining and fun.
Oh, sure.
So it's not just like, all right, I get it.
Yeah, it's still a movie here. We got to have a good time with the popcorn.
This one, you have to look a little bit and be like, I see what's going on here.
Aha.
But
What a
fun.
weird. Why do we have to put that in? I don't get it. Is it just part of the times we're living in? Is it a mandate?
Well, I think you
Or a
want
female date?
I think you want to say something about the things, and I think it doesn't hurt to get your green lighted.
That's what it is.
I don't know, but but also maybe that's just what I don't want to be so cynical. Maybe that's just what they wanted to make a film about.
Sure. Well, it just seems a little odd that it's all happening at the same time.
Every film.
That's my thing. Isn't art supposed to go the other way? Let's go the other way with it.
I just said this last night. I was like, you know what they should make is like a horror movie of like a guy who's just been shit on and canceled, and then he comes back and starts murdering everyone like indiscriminately or something.
Son of Sam.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
All right, got that too.
Well, I mean, that's the guy. He's an angry whitey who's freaking out.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Truman Show is 98. Powder, 95.
Ooh. Powder was 95?
Way off.
What am I thinking then? What else came out are you sure? What else came out in 98 around the Truman Show? Give me some of those info.
98. Let's see.
Is this a full repeat? Did we have all this dialogue already?
Oh, boy.
I don't remember the powder thing.
All right, maybe it wasn't Powder. It was something, though. I remember it being like, oh, God, you had to see Powder?
Was it?
June 5th.
Oh,
June
wow.
5th, 1998.
Oh, Mr.
Truman
Holland's
Show.
Opus?
Oh.
I saw that in the theater. Man, my
I feel like that was
theater
earlier.
goings. I saw Ernest Goes to Jail, and my friend saw Roger Rabbit. I was like, I got to get some better parents here. This is child
Lord.
abuse.
All right, that week was Truman Show,
Okay.
Perfect Murder. This is the top movies that week.
Okay.
Godzilla 98,
Yeah.
Hope Floats, Deep
Oof.
Impact,
Ugh.
The Horse Whisperer, Bullworth,
Oh, this is horrific.
Titanic, I Got the Hookup.
Titanic.
That was 97, I thought.
Yeah, Titanic was
98.
97. Well, Titanic premiered in 97.
Maybe it
for
was
sure.
in a re-release that weekend or something.
Maybe it kept going. But
Yeah.
Titanic
Kept
was a
going.
phenomenon. I might have
Yeah.
gone for 6 months, but it definitely
Huge.
came out in 97.
Right, it was number 8 that weekend.
98, Saving Private Ryan came out a little bit later.
That was
Shakespeare in
94.
Love. No, Saving Private Ryan was 98. Shakespeare in Love. Those are the two big best picture. Who's going to win?
There's also Almost Heroes, which I love, with Matthew Perry and
Oh, yeah.
Chris
That was
Farley.
Farley's
That
last
bombed.
movie.
So good. Everest, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, nothing like Powder. Sliding Doors.
Wow. Yeah, yuck. Rough year.
Maybe I have the other movie wrong. Maybe 95, we were all seeing Braveheart and someone saw Powder.
Aha.
Oh, I got to sneeze.
I don't see anything similar.
Let it out. Jesus in heaven almighty. Yeah, my dad has the worst sneeze. You hear that sneeze down the street.
Oh,
What is it about fatherhood that makes you...
I don't know. I only have 2 kids, so it shouldn't be that crazy.
2 kids is what's the word? Substantial.
Standard. But the wedding is getting so close, by the way. I got to book a flight. I haven't done anything. I haven't booked a hotel or a flight. Is there anything happening?
know.
Should I do something?
I
Have you
gotta do
not?
it too. No, I haven't.
Oh, I'm going to end up rooming with Chuck.
Yeah, bunk up.
Well, I got a wife.
Who's
and,
the bottom?
you know.
All right.
I
yeah.
got 2 requests for bunking already.
Oh, okay. Stavros hit me up. Sam hit there. We coming, baby. I think Ari's getting a big mansion. He's gonna go full seersucker, mint julep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't made any plan. I got to start cooking. What are we wearing? Suits? Should I wear my Ted Baker? I'm about to lose weight. I'm a
go
fat
nuts.
fuck.
It's the best month in New Orleans. It's the only good month. It's November.
Oh, okay.
So we're getting the hurricanes out now, kill all the minorities and whatnot, and the poor people, and then boom, November.
This is going to be a 48-minute podcast
Oh,
with all
sorry.
these cuts. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm getting excited because, there's something that's exciting, but you don't want to think too much about it because it builds it up. So then you don't think about it, and then all of a sudden it's close, and you're like, holy shit, it's almost time.
I'm trying not to think about it. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I can't wait.
gotta-
There's a band, so we're going to dance a little bit.
Oh, we got the best band in NOLA. They play for the Saints.
No kidding.
Yeah, they weren't cheap.
Wow.
And
Like physically, they play for the Saints?
yeah, the quarterback.
Patrick Swilling and Drew Brees.
Yeah, Ricky Williams, the other guy. And then the mansion is beautiful. It's in the French Quarter. It's gonna be a humdinger. It's all party. There's no religion.
No religion, too?
Yes.
I can't
no
wait.
possessions. It's gonna be great.
Woo! That's
Yeah.
going to be fun. Chuck, you going?
Oh yeah.
All right, I
You
might
bringing
not be
it-
able to make it.
You bringing a date?
No date.
No date.
Oh.
No date.
Wow, you got to be unfettered.
You can meet a lady there.
Maybe we will. I asked you if May had a sister.
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Oh,
But I know you like
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's pretty
guarantee.
hot.
Baby diarrhea.
All right, well, all right. Let's get going. Where are
Yeah.
we? What are we
Woo!
doing?
I got a couple notes here.
Oh, should we talk about the photography thing? That was quite fun.
Oh, the tennis.
We did a tennis anyone. We did
Yes.
a big photo shoot with old Salacuse.
So Racket Magazine, I don't know if we're supposed to be talking about Racket Magazine, but no one's heard of it. But they love Seinfeld. They know we love Seinfeld. So they hit up Sally and they said, could we get a couple comics to recreate the tennis episode of Seinfeld?
Yes.
And so we got Kramer here. We
I
got
did
the
Kramer.
Butler. We got Jerry. We got Stavros as George. And we went out to the Bronx and hit the tennis courts and did it up.
And who was the Elaine lady? She was quite
Janelle.
quite something.
Janelle Dennis. She was great.
Fantastic. Yeah, that was great fun. It was one of these things you're just dreading.
I
Because
know.
you're like, oh, God, Salacuse.
I
He wants
know.
us to do something.
Yes, it requires the daytime. You know, Kyle, we don't want to do anything in the day.
No. Which, by the way, originally we were going to be at the U.S. Open. That was the original sell. Was like, hey, we'll get to go to the U.S. Open. And I was like, hey, great. And then we ended up going to the Bronx.
Yeah, that closed.
At some like public park in the Bronx, but whatever.
It was fun.
There was a Columbia tennis practice going on. Did you get a sniff of that, by the way?
Nah.
I tried to send you up there, but you had your wife there.
I didn't think the kids were that good. They were hot, but
I had to be like, hey, you see the other courts?
yeah. That's the whole thing, is talking about hot ladies in front of your friend's lady. You gotta go real code there.
Well, you know what? I think I did this as a bit years ago, but you have to say this. I think you'd look good in that outfit.
Ooh,
That's the way you say this woman's
that.
hot. You'd look great in that outfit. That's you.
That's good.
It's my way of pointing and being like, I really want to eat this woman's beaver on a Friday.
Right, yeah. Wow, let's play two. That's a great call.
But, we went up there, and it was one of those things, too, which, you've been known to bail on a couple things here and there from time to time.
I'm not going to the wedding.
So, I get this feeling. I'm, like, looking at the calendar being like, photo shoot with Syracuse in the Bronx, 6 a.m., no money. What are you kidding?
I know. It crossed my mind. And I was like, Sally, what are we getting paid for this? He's like, I got donuts. Like, yeah.
And fucking 2023 U.S. Open tickets, if you ask me.
Yeah, that was thrown around.
It was tossed. It was tossed. Syracuse is squirming at home right now.
It was served.
But I didn't love it. But then I had to text you. He's like, Stavros is in and Norman's in. I'm like, there's no way these two are going.
Yeah.
So I had to text both of you the night before, being like, are you going to this thing? And you both were like, I don't want to. It's horrible.
Yeah.
He saw me fucking as a child. He's got blackmailing me.
He asked another friend of ours who chewed him out for even asking. So it was a heated situation, folks.
It was tricky. It was tricky and slippery, but I took the lift up there, and as soon as I saw your big face and Stavros' asshole, I really got excited.
And you got to hand it to Sally. He got a makeup. Oh, no makeup. He got a wardrobe lady. He got another guy. He had food there. You didn't get your smoothie. We had sandwiches. And it was a beautiful day, but it's just that morning when you're like, oh, we got to go do something. I want to sit on this couch. I'm in pajamas. I got half a boner. I got crust in my eye, and I got to get up to the Bronx.
Any obligation is brutal, and you're just always hoping somebody cancels the day off. You're like, maybe it's raining.
Oh, yes. I love a cancel.
But then it all worked out. It was great, and Stavros is just so nice to see. You never see Stavros.
We don't see anybody. We're too busy. We're running around, so it's good to do this. It's funny to think back in the 80s when we were young comics, we would just film shit all day. We would hang out all day, shoot the shit. We had no money. I have like 8 videos on YouTube. They're all horrible, but they're little sketches we did.
I know. We should be making more stuff. And
should.
Chuck, we did the Give It a Goog on Patreon, which is blowing up, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
We watched some
people
old
flipped.
Yeah, we watched some old shit of you barking. You can see Mark barking.
Yeah, Bark Norman.
It was crazy. It was like the biggest. It was the biggest like splash for a new thing we did since the original hockey sets. I think
People like seeing other people uncomfortable. That's what hot ones. That thing, they eat the wings. They shit fire. That's all it is. Just seeing Paul Rudd going, oh God, this is brutal. People like seeing everybody uncomfortable. We're watching hot gay sets or whatever like this. It's brutal.
It's horrible. Get on there. It was the biggest splash since Chuck fell in a pool, folks.
Hey.
But that was a little Tony Clifton.
Yeah, I know. You put him all the way to Tony.
But any jizz, boy, what a great time! And they're coming out, and I think the magazine comes out every 6 years, I think. So it'll be out in 2028. We'll have U.S. Open tickets from Syracuse by the time it comes out.
The whole thing's a racket.
But I got to tell you, he sent me a couple of snippets last night.
Oh, really?
Oh, I was jizzing. I mean, we really looked the part. It's beautiful, fun, and Syracuse is a true artist.
Well, you forget. Hey, you keep trying to direct 6 gay porns. How about you stick to photography? Your one true love. Your first art.
Yes.
Your skill.
He's great. That and telling people they brought uninvited guests to a party.
Oh.
Those are his 2 things.
Man,
and,
Budinsky, we call him.
What is it?
We call him a Budinsky, meaning like he'll see a guy taking apart a city bike and he'll go, I'll handle this. Like, Syracuse, that guy's deranged. He's naked. He's don't go talk to him. He's hairy and ashy. And he's like, I got it. And we're like, all right. He'll go up to a guy and go, that's not your property, sir. And we're all like, what are you, crazy? We're hiding behind a wall. Like, what are you, nuts?
Wait, this guy's never been in a fight in his life. I mean, I can see him.
no.
He's 4'6". He's got male pattern baldness. He's got a flaky white mustache. He looks like an old gunslinger minus the gun and the sling.
He's wide. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt and baggy pants with a tool belt, but he's got a shank on him the size of Gibraltar. This thing is no joke.
Oh, well, I told you the story.
Carries a knife, you mean?
Oh, well, he's a Brooklyn guy.
Jesus.
Well, I told you the time we went, he's like, well, we'll go shoot some photography. I have a lot of interest in photography. I'm thinking about starting an Instagram, Joe List Photography, just so I can post photos still.
Oh, do it.
I love posting the photos.
4 followers, but do it.
Oh, I'll get 1,000.
All right.
1,000. So I went out to shoot street photography, which is not, I enjoy, but I don't want to shoot it. I'm like, you know me, still the same OG, but I've been low key. I'm terrified of these folks on the street. And he goes, you don't have to worry. He's like, I've been shooting street photography for 50 years. I swear to God, it sounds like I'm telling a bit.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been doing it for 40 years, never had a problem. This is what I do for a living. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I'm shaking in my boots. And he goes, oh, and here's your mace. He hands me mace. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, just in case you need it. I've only needed it twice. I'm like, you just told me I didn't need any mace. I don't have to worry about it.
But as a native New Yorker, that ain't anything. That's a scuffle is just, it's like getting a bag of egg and cheese in the morning. There's nothing to it. It's normal.
Mace. I mean, to imagine macing somebody.
Oh,
just
my God. Hit him right in the eyes. Jesus.
It's terrifying. But anyway, so we love you, Salacuse. And what a shoot. And him and I are about to shoot a little something.
Oh, hopefully not a school.
Yeah.
But yeah, he also looks a little scruffy. Like he's unassuming. You see him, if you see a guy like you're a tall cup of jizz, you got a haircut, and you're doing this, it almost looks a little insulting. He's out there. He's even with him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're on the same page.
He's like a goblin.
Well, they just don't
There
like
you go.
my face, these folks out there. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's the tall, if it's the glasses.
Yeah, well, Bill Burr always used to say, I got howdy doody face. Like, I got mug me face.
Yes.
And you might have a little of that.
Yeah, maybe I got that. Maybe it's the teeth or the herpes or the,
Mug.
Mug Costanza.
Yes. So, great shoot. Fun shoot. Sally was great. Got us food.
Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by you know who. You know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
You got that right.
Sheath. Sheath underwear. Designed and invented, created by U.S. Army soldier and Tuesday Robert Patton, who I imagine I'll see at Skankfest.
Oh, yeah.
Had to be a better way to keep his dick from sticking to his leg, and Sheath was born. Look at those babies. You see that big shield-looking thing?
Not a big dick.
They are great. They have so many patterns, Robert patterns. You can have a pair ready for any occasion. Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, your bar mitzvah, your divorce. They didn't leave out the ladies either. Speaking of divorce, Sheath has boy shorts, sports bras, and bikini briefs. Right now, folks, this is our longest running sponsor. We love these guys. Go to sheathunderwear.com and order promo code TUESGAYS to get 20% off your first order and Sheath's 100% money back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code TUESGAYS. Get Sheath Underwear and let them support your balls.
Yeah, here. Hey, folks. Tuesdays with Stories brought to you by Manscaped. You know we love a fresh sack. Shorn, smooth. Used to be enough, but now it's got to be ultra smooth, baby. And our friends at Manscaped are here to help. Step 1, grab your handy Lawnmower 4.0 for a nice trim. Pull out the crop exfoliator and lather up. See where you're shaving with their clear crop gel shaving gel. Made just for the groin. Step 4, it's time to shave. The crop shaver was designed for shaving the groin area with confidence. All the products in the Ultra Smooth package are vegan, cruelty-free, and sulfate-free. It's time to get up close and personal with the best tools for the job. The Ultra Smooth package from Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code TUESDAYS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code TUESDAYS at manscaped.com. Smooth out your fellas with the relaunched Ultra Smooth package from the fellas at Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. I don't think we got paid for it. Did you get your Ubers reimbursed? Because that's a good feeling.
I got my Ubers reimbursed, and plus Stav paid for my on the way home, and I didn't offer it to him. So,
Well, he's loaded.
so I made a couple bucks. But Sally Hughes was great. Keep your eyes out for this. Racket Magazine. And check out Racket Magazine. I mean,
Yeah.
did you take a peek? There's some, you can
Beautiful.
really jerk off to some of the stuff in there.
It's one of those magazines where you're like, how do you get money for this? Is this
Yeah.
like Sampras donating $1 million a year? I always wonder. There's all these hip indie kind of rags, and you're like, this is high quality art. Who's paying? No one buys this at a newsstand.
You know what I see too is at the Delta Lounge, they have director of cinematography magazine.
What's that? 8 people subscribe to that?
It's big and thick, and I get it, and I'll breeze through it. But I'm like, how many cinematographers are there?
Exactly.
6?
Yeah. I don't know. That's kooky.
That's very strange. But any jizz. So you've been traveling. I've been traveling. My mother's got a bloody cunt, and my father likes to eat it. This is a bad episode.
Yeah, we went dark on this one quick.
Yeah. Well, half of your stuff is getting nipped in the bud. I'll tell you that.
I love a good snippet. But so do the Moyles. But yeah, I got a couple things. Let me just throw this at you, and this is not anything travel-wise. This is just a nice moment.
Oh, I love a nice moment.
Okay. So I'm pitching this show with this guy. This
Okay.
guy hit me up. Big credentials, big resume.
Wow.
This guy's
okay.
out there, Jerry.
Yeah.
And he hits me up, and I go, I got to ask you, we're working on this treatment. We're working on a pilot. And I go, I got to ask, you're a hot shot. You're in TV. You got like crazy, Emmy this, Emmy that, Emmy Blotnick. And I'm like, what's going on? He goes, my kids like you. So I want to work with you because I want to impress the kids. And I go, I knew it was something. I know you couldn't have liked me.
How old is this guy that he's got kids that are Normanites or
I
whatever?
mean, he's
you're
an
called?
old Jew. He's like an Allen.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ethan Allen.
Yeah.
70s? What is it, Carl Reiner? Come on, give us a hint.
Not that big, but he's, I'm talking Big Bang Theory, Young Shell.
my favorites.
like real, these aren't my cup of jizz, but these are real, high octane shows here that no one watches.
I can't wait to lie about seeing this program.
Yeah, so he hits me up. We write a whole thing. I'm actually happy with it.
Wow.
But here's the clinker. We meet on Zoom. It's all an obligation. It's all hell. And we're going, what about this? Maybe he can say that. And he's going, it's a little dark. And I eventually had to crack down because when you don't need it, when we're selling tickets,
Right.
when you don't need something, you can actually push back.
Right.
Before with these suits, you go, yes, sir, fuck my
Exactly.
ass. I'll blow you, whatever you want. But now I'm like, I'm pushing back on this because you hit me up.
Right.
You want my input. You want my POV.
To the victors go the spoils.
Yes, HPV. So he's kind of, he's like, well, put some jokes in this because he's such a pro. He'll write out a treatment and an arc and an ending. And he's like, just put some jokes in. I'm like, great. That's all I know how to do. This is supposed to be cheesy. And I sent him all the jokes. And these are all jokes in my act that work. And he's like, we might have to cut this one. This is a little dark. That's a little heavy, whatever. And I'm like, all right. Like, I don't know what you want from me. And he goes, can you put some more? Try a different joke. So I try a different joke. I don't know if we want to touch on gay or whatever. And I'm like, these all work, fatty. So whatever. Kind of bummed out. I thought we had some momentum. He hates all my jokes. I got a call at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. And I'm like, well, it's the guy. It's the old Jew. And I go, hello? And he goes, I've been thinking. I'm drinking whiskey. I'm so sorry I cut your jokes. I became what I hate. He's like, I'm the Hollywood guy now. Put them all in. Let's go dark.
Yes.
That's the whole point of the show.
Yes.
And I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
That's what we're selling.
Yes, POV. And the same old G. And he goes, I was stifling you. Like, this the whole point of the show is to
Stifle.
push. And here we are. And I
Michael
was stopping
Stifle.
you from pushing.
Good. So now it looks good.
It looks great. It's funny. We pitched it, and they said no. But
The problem is he's probably right.
he's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is what scared me. We did a pitch on Zoom, which is already a nightmare.
Horrible.
Ball against the curtain. And I'm looking at the Zoom, and it's 3 ladies who run this company. And they all have the he, her, the she, him in the bio. And I'm like, we're fucked. Because the whole show is making fun of this world we're living
Yeah.
in. And right when I saw the she, hers, I was like, we're out.
Yeah, you might have to go Gillis route and just shoot it on your own, make it on
think
your own.
so.
By the way, I can't wait for that. It's probably out by the time. I'm like a fanboy. I'm going to buy that fucking thing.
Oh, dude.
Gillian
He
Keys.
showed me some of the dailies. It's insane.
I'm excited. A couple things I'm buying. I'm buying the Bobby Kelly special, and then I'm buying the Gillian Keeves. I'm a fan. So
Mark my words, Mark Norman, my words. That Gillian Keys will be picked up by a major network because it's so well done.
if
It
they
looks
want
great.
it to be picked up, though, they
That's
might
true.
say, "Hey, this ship has sailed, you dirty."
I
fucks."
hope they say that because fuck these queefs.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And the show, you remind this guy. I mean, I'm sure you already know. He might want to pitch to CBS, ABC because he's
Yeah.
100 years old.
Yeah.
But tell him we got to pitch to,
YouTube?
YouTube and fucking
Pornhub.
what's the Trump network there? The OAN or Oprah network, whatever the fucking
Oxygen?
America First.
Oh, I don't even know that one.
What was the one? Wasn't there a network that was like trying to be the new Fox?
Yeah, there was. I don't remember the name.
WGN.
They were like Fox News went soft. Where it's called like America's Hard On
Oh,
or something.
really?
Network.
Capitol Riot? I don't know.
Well, whatever it is, I'm just saying, pitch to some alternative things, alternative medicine.
Alternative rock. I'm down. I'll try anything. I don't know if I want to go Trump network, but
Well, that was a joke.
okay. You know, grab him by the pussy is the name of the show, ironically. But yeah, look, I knew that nobody would buy it. I knew it was too edgy. I knew it was too far of a reach. But when he said that, that was a nice moment. That was like, we've been doing comedy for 800 years. I've never had an exec go, I was wrong, put the dark shit in, fuck these pussies.
Well, I think this is going to start to happen because everybody just goes where the money is, where the success. Like Sarah was just looking at the Skankfest, and she was like, I can't believe this person's going to Skankfest.
Oh.
And then she's like, and this person too. And I'm like, that's because they see how everyone's kicking ass.
Yes.
They go, oh, shit.
Fully loaded.
Sometimes these people, they try to go, well, I'll do this because this is the way things are going. And then all of a sudden times change and they go, oh, shit.
Yes.
That's why it's always good to just stay true.
Stay true to you.
Stay true to you
Because-
and the old Jew.
Yes, hubbalaboo. Because it all swings, but if you stay in the middle, you'll hit the swing at some
Right.
point. The swing will hit you.
The swing.
Sex swing.
Swinger, upside down pineapple.
Aha. Swing state.
That's a movie.
Something.
Show.
All right. So yeah, that was
swing
just
vote.
that was a nice moment in showbiz. And look, obviously it didn't go anywhere. We still didn't sell the show. The guy wrote me like a long apology. He's a great guy, but that was a win. To me, that's better than I don't want the show. That's a lot of work.
No, you don't want to show.
No, he asked me at one point, he goes, do you even want to do this? Because I kept slacking, and I was like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But I'll do it. I don't want to do it, but I will do it.
Well, that's the hard thing because you have to really want to do a show. You have to have
Yes.
that be your goal, your
Yes.
dream, because otherwise, oftentimes now, you get to a point you're selling a lot of tickets. It's like you lose money doing a show.
Aha.
You're like, I'm sitting here on set making SAG base rate.
And you're
I
not.
could be at the Oregon Funny Bone making $7 million.
Yeah, and the show is never as funny as it could be anyway. You got 12 guys holding lattes going, I don't know about that one. He's not really that likable. That Hitler character, he's a little much.
Right.
So
I know, Mulaney's show. Mulaney's the best. And think of his show. It's crazy.
there you
I
go.
never saw it, but I heard things.
Yeah, once you get down to or up the chain, you keep going like, oh, they bought it. Oh, we're gonna make it. What you keep going up though, there's more and more people going, hey, queef it up. This sucks. Lower that. His dick's too big. Whatever it is. So, yeah, the more up the chain it goes, the more notes you get.
Yeah, a lot of notes.
I saw somebody had a meme, and it was a pizza with a chicken on it, a piece of cake, a pepperoni, a drumstick, an ice cream cone, and they said, this is what happens when you try to make something art by committee. Or something. Everybody's got their input, and it fucks up the pizza.
Yeah, this is the show. Did you watch Sarah Schaefer's thing about selling a show?
No.
Oh, it's brilliant. You
Really?
gotta watch it. It's one of the best things anyone's ever made.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was during COVID, so it was just like on Zoom. It's just her talking to camera, and she was like, "Here's the process of making a show," and she does all this. It's I can't do it justice.
Oh,
but it's
wow.
quite
Yeah,
a- quite a
she's
sight.
funny.
Quite a sight to see. Highly recommend. To
I'll check it out.
the 11 people that care about this, but
Yeah, exactly.
very funny.
But a nice win.
Yes.
All right, I'm hogging. Well, what do you got there, Fed?
No hog. Well, I didn't get to talk about this a month ago, when I was in Gig Harbor. I don't think I talked about it.
Gig?
Seattle. So I went out to Gig Harbor to see the family, and that was a funny note, by the way. Every once in a while, Chuck's good for something.
I'm waiting.
You know what we need? We gotta have. I know people will get upset, but you gotta have a camera on Chuck in the corner.
I disagree.
Just so when you make that thing, Chuck is making quite a face. It's a very good face. It's like this. It was good.
Okay.
It's fun.
Subtle.
Yeah,
I like it.
A nice subtle. I hate you. But it feels
Gotcha.
very genuine. But anyways, I was out in Gig Harbor, and Derek and I, my best pal Derek, we used to be tight. There's the two of us, thick as thieves. You
Yes,
see.
he is thick.
But then he went out and had. Got a wife.
Yeah.
So you bring in the wife, and then
Yeah.
that becomes one of your close friends. And then he
Sure.
pops out a kid. So you go, okay, well, I guess this is my niece. Great, she's fun. You pretend. Then he got a kid. Then he's like, we named it after you. And then you got to really pretend to like this piece of shit. So it's a lot of pretending to like people.
It's a lot of work. It's
Yeah.
exhausting.
So you got to go, oh my God, the kids, they spilt milk on my pants. That's fun.
Right.
But you want that bro time.
Of course. That's
Yo-
what you got there for.
You really want to bro it up. And meanwhile, now he works like a dog because he's got a house and 2 dogs that I hate and then 2 kids that I love, but it's a fun bit. So he's got to work his ass off. So when I go out there, the kids are in school, he's working. I'm hanging out with his wife like 2 to 1.
Oh.
It's twice as much wife time.
What?
Well, he works. He's got a job, you see?
Can't you go to work?
So he's in there. Well, he's in the house. She's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's in there clacking and typing and the
Yeah.
thing, and he's like, I can't get out of here. I
Right.
think he might just hate us.
I'm just picturing a stack of files up to here, and he's like, I'm swamped.
I know, but do you ever think that your friends don't like you anymore? They're just stuck with you. Do you ever have that?
All the time.
Like sometimes I think I'm just flying out here. I'm like, I'll be back in 2 weeks. And I think they're like, Jesus
That's what this
H.
pod is.
So I'm out there and I'm like, I don't think he likes me. I think he likes me the 4th most of this whole house.
Right.
That includes the dog that I kick whenever I can.
Yeah, that's rough.
Kick the can. So I go, let's have some. It's like Kramer and Elaine. He's like, of course we have our thing here, but let's have some. So we got to sink our teeth into like a good pal hang.
Yes.
So I buy tickets to the University of Washington Huskies football game up
Okay.
there in Seattle.
Gotcha.
Which, by the way, I went to the basketball game years ago, probably during the history of the pod. And they were too tired because they had like a baby. So they're like, you go. They made me go by myself.
He's husky.
I think you're always going to regret not doing things.
Always. You got to go do it.
Years later, you're like, I went to a college basketball game. You're like, oh, I stayed home. I have no memory. I don't know what
exactly.
I did. I just napped.
It takes a little to get over that hump, but it's better.
The hump.
So glad I went to Charlottesville.
Love to hump. So, geez, that's the 4th one.
Oh, man.
This is bad. That one can stay, but the rest are going.
They're jokes.
So anyways,
I didn't actually go to Charlottesville.
we were together that weekend. I can vouch. We were all hanging out. You, me, and Chris Allen.
That's right. We were in Ferguson.
It was the week before the wedding. My wedding.
Aha. Those are better days.
Whew. My only goal is for my marriage to last until your marriage. You don't want to get divorced before you're married.
No, well, you got a month. You can do it.
We got to be married together, buddy.
Yeah, we had a pact.
You put my hand out, so I shook it. Your hand. Fuck. Anyways.
Right, so you're playing with Dare.
I booked the tickets. By the way, you ever have this with you? Now, the website to book the tickets is gohuskies.com. So now when I
Okay.
try to type in Google, I type in G-O, and then I hit enter because that's Google, and it just takes me to Go Husky. Every day I'm on gohuskies.com.
Oh, weird. I thought you were going to say Goo Gobbler or something pops up.
So you're on today, baby. So we go up to the football. I booked the tickets, and you can tell that he's like, oh my God. And I'm like talking to his
Why?
wife. I'm like, he's dreading it, isn't it? She's like, I think he is.
I thought he liked football.
He likes football, but it's the same thing we're talking about.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing to do, which takes effort.
And he works 300 hours a week, and he's always
Right.
traveling, and he hates
Right.
his family. So it's
Right.
like that Saturday you crave. You just want to sit in the backyard.
That's it.
And you got to think, it's like, okay, so Gig Harbor's an hour from Seattle, worst traffic in the nation, this area. So he's like, I got to get up at noon. I got to drive up there an hour. We got to find parking. And it's a 4-hour game. There's 65,000 people.
Yep.
And so it was one of those things where I'm like, it's got to be fun.
Yes.
And of course, we're like, well, hit the titty bar. I'll go to the strip club.
There you go. Now you're throwing some other stuff in to spice up the deal.
You got to spice up the deal. So I convince him. It takes some convincing. He's excited. He pretends. We drive up there. We're just sitting in traffic, and as soon as you're in traffic, you're like, this sucks. I don't even care.
It's like swingers where you're like, Vegas!
Yes!
And then you're like, yeah, Vegas, yeah.
Exactly. But we get up there, and you know me, I love college football. And they claim this is like Seattle, UW's thing, the best atmosphere in college football.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's right on the water.
Ooh,
it's green. It's
that's
loud.
nice.
So we get there, and it's a spectacle. It's spectacular, and you can feel everybody coming in. Everyone's in the dumb purple horse shit.
Yes.
And so we're like, we'll do some tailgating. 'Cause he's a dad. He's got the whole setup.
Oh, so you bring all the goods.
He's got the little tiny hibachi grill. He's got the
Sure.
folding chairs. He's got the cooler. I got the cigars.
Oh, boy.
So we get up there, and you just want to be a part of it. Now, do you have this feeling in your life? I always feel like I'm close to, but not in the right place to be.
Uh-huh.
Like
Give me an
everyone's
example.
like you're at a party, and you're like, oh, there's Bob and Chuck and Chuck. Sorry, not Chuck, but. Because that's going to be insulting. It's Bob and Steve and Bill. I like those guys. Hey, guy. And then you hang out with them for a couple hours, and then you're like, time to leave. And you walk into the dining room, and you're like, what?
This is where the party is.
Jimmy and Bill and Chuck are in here?
Yes,
Everyone,
yes.
there's a bunch of women blowing everyone. You're like, I was
Yes.
having a nice time.
I was in the other room with the fish tank and the lava lamp.
Yes, I was playing Trivial Pursuit, and it was like barely fun. I didn't realize, and everyone's like, where you been?
I was playing Scrabble with the retard.
I feel it's at every festival I ever go to. I'm like, I'm gonna go check out, I'm gonna go see Greg Rogel's set.
Right,
And then
right.
everyone's like, what? Chappelle showed up. He gave everyone $1,000, and you're like, what are you kidding?
This is called FOMO.
It's like FOMO, but it's like you're close.
No FOMO. Yeah.
You're close.
You're even closer. Proximity, and you were just a little off.
So I have that feeling. So we get to this. We're driving around looking for the parking lot, the big party, because college football. It's like everybody's got RVs and TVs. It's
yeah.
insane. It's the best thing in the world. You're from the South,
Sure. Rise again.
so we go down there. So we go down there, and we find this like little bitty parking lot, and we're like this. It's like 12. There's a couple people tailgating. It's like 7 people. We drive past it. We look around. We get in traffic, and then we're like, "Fuck, let's just go back to the other place. We'll make our own fun." We
Oh,
do that
boy.
shit. So we park.
Oh, boy.
Just a little cement slab. We put the little hibachi. It's this high. There's photos on my Instagram. I'm sitting like this, you
Yeah.
know. And we got the grill. We're like, this one old guy was like, where are you guys from? And we're like, oh, great, whatever. First game, okay. And I'm smoking a cigar. So we kind of like, I got a cigar. We got chips. He doesn't know how to
Okay.
relax. He's like, should we go over there? Should we get something? I'm like, just sit down.
Right.
He has a couple beers. I have a cigar. Great. Few people are playing beer pong over there. But like, all right. Little guy having a pass over there. We didn't bring a football.
I mean, tailgating's amazing when it's cooking. There's nothing better than tailgating. But when it's a little trickle of a tailgate, it's kind of sad.
Exactly. We're just 2 40-year-old guys sitting on lawn chairs in the cement.
You know what it feels like? It feels like the beginning of a beer commercial where everybody's like flipping a burger in black and white, and somebody throws you a Coors, and you go, and then the
Yes!
whole thing changes. The hot girls in bikinis, and there's a slip and slide, and a donkey, and a midget.
Yes, so we go like this. So we sit there for about 45 minutes, and it's nice. We're having a nice time. Good
Yeah.
talk. Of course, we're like taking photos to post. Be like, we're having a great time. Really, we're just like,
Oh, jeez.
he hates his kids. I miss his wife. So we're just
Yeah.
sitting there going, okay, this is fun. Couple chuckles.
All right, chuckles.
And then we go, all right, well, we might as well go. We'll go down to the game early because I don't want to get there in the crowd. We'll get there early. We'll get our seats. We'll get a
Yes.
snack. We're going to go to this merch store and get some shit because you want to be decked out because it's fun.
All right, all right.
So we'll head down there early. We pack up our lawn chairs. We walk through. We go down the thing. We just follow the crowd to the game.
Oh, boy.
And then you just hear
I love the roar.
just this roar. And we're like, right away, we're like, fuck. We're in the wrong place. We come down. We come through the woods, all thick woods, and like a movie,
Thick
you
woods?
come out. Yeah, it's on campus. It's a beautiful campus.
Oh, wow.
You come through the trees, and it's just this roar, and you hear music and a band and loud, and you just see a sea of purple. 20,000 people, and there's like footballs flying. There's fireworks, the grill. You see burgers, a bonfire. Everybody's down there like sucking on tits and eating each other out. And I'm
in the
like,
wrong room.
we were right up there. We were upstairs hanging out with Chuck and Salacuse. And like Scorsese and the Coens are down
The
here.
bottom of the barrel.
It's just like, fuck. And so you just have that feeling of like, Well, whatever. We had fun. We had to do that thing.
Yeah, yeah. And it was his day off. And you were like, we're going to have fun. We're going to have a great time. Imagine if you were there the whole time instead of with the B Squad.
I know. We would have made friends. And it reminded me, years ago, we went to a Jimmy Buffett concert in Anaheim. And like, we just had the time of our life. We saw tits. We hooked up. We took shits on each other's faces.
Yeah.
Banged up. Hawaiian. The whole thing. We made all kinds of friends. But anyways, it was still great. And when we walked past, we're like, we missed it, whatever. But we bought some gear. It was fun. We sat up in the upper deck, and we just had a great time. Great ball game.
Hell yeah.
Friday, Saturday night, ESPN, UW won, and of course you sit up there, you're like, we got to take the whole family here. Because you want to get away from the family. And then you're there, you're like, God, the family would love this.
Uh-huh.
So it was great. Great
Okay.
fun, but we were so close to the big party.
Did you get a taste of it? Did you pop in and steal a hot dog and lick an ass?
We just kind of walked through, and we're
right.
like, because you want to be part of the big thing. You want to be in it.
Yeah, you want to throw that cornhole and crack a beer and have a burger and high five some guys.
And a good old-fashioned debate. You know what I mean? Where you're like,
Yes.
who's the best of all? No, are you kidding me? If he played in this
Right.
time, he wouldn't know anything.
Exactly.
But still great. And then, of course, after the game, we leave, we get out of traffic, and we're like, it's exactly the Vegas. We're like, titty bar.
Yeah.
We should go to, and then you're like this, well, we don't want to go to downtown Seattle. It's going to be hard to park.
Right.
Then you get to like, we'll go to the one in Tacoma. And then you get
Ah.
to Tacoma, and you're like, I'm pretty tired. I'm like, I'm starving.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, the kids are probably still up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go see the kids. I'm old.
I get it.
Kids greater than tits.
Yeah. Oof. I don't know about that one. Well, kids love tits too. That's how they eat. But it's just tough because everything comes with a lot of extra shit. You got to drive, you got to park, you got to find food, you got to get a ticket, you got to get your ticket stamp, you got to wait in line, you got to find your seats, and then you got to leave. You got to pack up your shit, you got to put it in the van. It's so much extra shit.
The traffic, you got to figure out how much is worth it. I understand. I became the thing I loathed. I still, do all the stuff.
Jewish?
But you, when you're young, you're like, how about these people that leave the game early? How about these people that they show up late, they do that, and then you get older, you're like, let's beat the traffic. We got to get out of here. I don't want to sit in traffic.
It happens. It's a young man's game.
Yep. But still a great fun, and great fun with the family, solo fun, and I can't wait to go. I'll be back there next week.
You're needed. You need the guy to push the other guy. That's a good quality because now he can have that memory forever. And you don't think about the packing up the van in 2 years.
Yes.
You think about the rush and the game and the hooting and the hollering.
And even the traffic, you look back fondly. You're like,
Right.
remember how crazy that traffic? Oh, I was dying. That was brutal. You had to piss, and I was drunk. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Good
Yeah,
times.
So it's all pipes.
It's all pipes. Let me just, I don't know how we're looking here.
We got time. And finally, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by First Person. I would love to wake up every morning with zero brain fog, a clear mind, and the energy of my younger self. Thanks to First Person, I can now take an active role in my brain's health. First Person is a precision-targeted supplement system that uses the brain-boosting benefits of mushrooms to activate the full potential of human brain health. Made with functional mushrooms. You know how much I love mushrooms, folks.
Love a bunch.
First Person supplements stimulate the body's natural production or of triggers that help improve energy, mood, and sleep. I love this stuff. They send it to us. They sent us Sunbeam for focus. You know I can't focus. I can't even read this damn copy without focusing with a little Sunbeam. And then Golden Hour. That helps with joy.
Yes.
You can't feel joy unless you have a Golden Hour mushroom, folks.
You got that right.
No chance. First Person uses 100% grain-free organic mushrooms sourced from your best in-class vendors.
I'll take it from here. Start improving your brain health and cognition with First Person. Get 15% off your first order by going to getfirstperson.com and use code Tuesdays. That's GETFIRSTPERSON.com/Tuesdays for 50% off your first order. Getfirstperson.com, code Tuesdays. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Am I supposed to say this? These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, but they'll make you feel better, sleep better, and focus better. So get on it. Okay. Let me throw San Jose right in your pooper.
Please.
So San Jose all weekend, great club. You been there?
No, I've been to San Jose and I got robbed, but I never did the club.
I don't know about the city itself. It's a little dicey. I mean, it's one of those where we'd get drunk in the green room every night, and then the manager would be like, "You're not walking home." I'm like, "That's 5 minutes." She's like, "I'm driving you." I was like,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
It's a real Shank town.
Yes.
Shanks for the memories. So we got drunk every night on Azul. Give that a
Azul.
goog.
Blue.
Clase Azul. It's the best tequila.
Oh, okay. That
So-
means blue in Spanish, right?
Yeah, I think so. So I guess it's like blue class or blue something. But we got hammered every night in the green room, and they were hooking it up with this Clase Azul. It's like this tall. It's got a bell on the top. You go, bing, and then you take a shot.
Wow.
It's very fun, but if you sell out shows, they treat you like a king.
Of course.
It's crazy.
I'll see someday.
Oh, you'll be there. And it's got a lot of gays came out. Great time, great weather. I mean, it's right up there by San Fran, so it was like 70 degrees every day. Flew in SFO. I am all over that lounge, by the way.
Oh, the lounge is the best.
Lifesaver.
Sarah said the other day, she's like, I'm never happier than when I'm in the Delta Lounge.
I feel the same way. I land and go to the lounge.
Oh, I've heard of that.
They
I've
don't
thought
like
of
it.
that.
They don't like it, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, you got a free meal up there.
You get a free meal, you get a coffee, and now you're off to the club. So it works out.
Uh-huh.
So San Jose killer. Every show was great. A little bit of this shit out there. You know, it's not exactly like they're great. It's one of those towns like they just go out, they do stuff, they party, a lot of heckling, a lot of hooting and hollering, a lot of it's all pipes, and you're like, all right, let me do the act.
Yeah, jeez.
But at some point, we sold out all our shows. Sebastian was at the Civic Center. He sold out 8 million tickets. And then Kevin Hart was at the Do Ha Ha or whatever, and that
Wow.
sold out. So it was like
The big three.
the big three. Everything was packed. Everything was great. But my point is, these shows were rowdy. They were raucous. There's a balcony in there. And at one point, I'm doing the merch after, selling merch, hawking shirts, comedy, taking photos. And this lady walks by, very attractive, fit woman, we'll say.
Ooh, I like
and she
that.
just goes, Norman. And I go, yeah. Wow. She's walking out as I'm taking a photo. And she just goes, boom.
What?
Flashes.
What? My dream.
It's the hottest thing I've ever seen. She had
Whoa.
perfect boobs. She was pretty. And two tits.
Wow, a pair.
Count them. Yeah. Quite a set. We both had good sets. And she's leaving. And they tag you in these photos. You know, the guy go, hey, I saw Norman tonight, you know. And then there's a photo of me going, I'm like looking off to the left with this guy, this little Chinese guy on my arm.
God.
It was insane. Of course, I had to Google her, and then I found her, and I'm just looking at all her CrossFit photos.
Holy shit.
But unreal. I mean, you forget about the Flash, the art of the Flash, not the cartoon character or the comic book guy. I'm talking about this was a thing.
Yes, I loved it. Girls Gone Wild.
Yes!
Yeah, I mean that's the greatest thing. Sometimes they do this way, sometimes they go up, sometimes they do one, they do two. I mean, I love a Flash. So yeah,
Love a Flash.
it's always the one, not always, but often it's the ones that you don't want to see their tits though.
I know. It's
They're
like biker
they
whore.
flash. It looks like Chuck shirtless. It's not great.
A lot of hair, the swastika. Yeah, bad news. But these were A-OK. I mean, they were D-OK, but they were
Dope.
great. And dope. And man, it was a treat. And it's the difference between men and women right there. Guy flashes, woman needs therapy. She calls the police. Woman flashes. I'm like on cloud 12.
Yeah, that's a great cloud.
Hell of a cloud.
Yeah, if you're at home, I mean, I'm in Syracuse this weekend. I don't want to see those tits, but
Let's start a thing. Chipotle cards, buy a shirt. How about a flash?
yeah, but I mean, yeah, Denver, Madison, I'll see those. I don't need any Syracuse tits. They're gonna be all orange and
Nah,
shitty.
yeah, that's no good.
But,
You don't want an upstate tit.
But wow, I mean, that titty. I haven't seen a titty since 1985. I got too sleepy to go to the titty bar. So
Well, it's amazing the joy they bring. Like, I know these ladies, my back hurts. I got to wear a bra. I want to take the bra off at the end of the day. I get it. Kids are chewing on them. Your nipples are gnarled up. But boy, it's a gift.
it's a gift, and it really
on-
lifts the spirits.
Yes, lift. Boob lift.
Uber exciting.
Yeah, so that was fun. And shows were great, but I got to stop doing these 6 a.m. Sunday because I want to get back with a little daylight in New York.
I did the same thing. I just did it, and it's rough. Believe me. I came from Detroit, and no sleep. You're on like 90-minute sleep. It's that sleep where the alarm goes off, and you go like this.
Yes.
And like your heart is. It's like you did blow. You're
Right.
like I can't. And yesterday we had a nice day. The neighbors all came over. Very fun. But then I'm like, we'll watch a movie after the football game. And like 10 minutes in, I'm like my grandfather. My head is bobbing like a child.
I know. It's tough, but you just want to get back. But the problem is, okay, the alarm's going to go off at 4:30. It's 2 a.m., and I've been drinking for 4 days in a row, partying every night till 5.
Yeah.
So now I'm up at 2 going, just lay in bed. You're like, if I fall asleep now, I'll get 2.5. If I fall asleep now, I'll get 2. If I fall asleep now, I'll get 1.5. So you end up getting like an hour of sleep.
But it's still worth it to take the early flight, I think, because if you take the later flight, you're still not sleeping great. And then you leave at 11 a.m., you're home at 3 p.m. or whatever. So you're losing half the day.
Yeah.
Well, especially from West Coast.
Yeah, I got home at 5. Then you got to take an Uber. Now it's 6, and you get home at 6:20.
These people that work the road from the West Coast, I mean, I legitimately think about moving to Washington. I just love it there. But you're like, you can't work the road.
Can't
It's
work the
impossible.
road. That 3 hours is a cunt.
You have to leave the night before. It's horrible.
Horrible, but you suck it up, you make it work, and it's like we said before, you're not going to look back and go, I was tired that day. You're going to go, hey, San Jose was awesome.
Yeah, it's brutal.
But great time, lounge, got bumped up to first class for one of the flights, it really is a treat.
It's a treat, I'll tell you, that for the first day, because when I fly with Sarah, she just pulls me down. She's got like
dead
bark
weight.
status. It's a bad status.
Yeah.
And so I don't get the upgrade. So we were in like row 27.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, I had the seat is like on my knee. I
Yeah.
get upgraded so much now.
Right.
That I'm like sitting like this, and I'm like, I don't know how I ever did this.
Wait. She's pulling you down? Why can't you can't take first without her?
Because I buy the tickets together.
Together.
So you become like a unit. So I'm like 7th for upgrade because I got this son of an onion fucking holding me back.
Don't you wish you get credit for that? You know, you get credit for buying the meal or protecting her, but how about like, hey, I'm slumming it with you because I love you.
Well, she doesn't have free check. So we get to the airport and I go, I'll see you in there. I got to draw the line somewhere.
See in hell, yeah. You're in the gulag.
But the problem is even that's not great because I got to wait for her to get in the lounge. So even though I'm getting through security quick, then I'm just standing there twiddling my asshole.
And you can't go to the lounge guy, hey, if you see an old broad, let her in.
Exactly. I have to come back downstairs. So I think I'll get divorced probably soon. I don't know, a couple minutes from now.
That sounds fair. That'll hold up.
Shoot her a text.
Yeah, from the lounge. So wait a minute. Do you have enough lounge points? Like, how do you get a guest in?
I paid for the lounge plus guest.
Wow.
It's like $800. Oh,
Jesus!
I really think you got to do some more squats or some
Kegels.
Yeah, anal Kegel.
Yeah, why they need a butt word for Kegel? Beagle? How about Beagle?
That sounded like a beagle. Like you fucking fell on it.
That was a great Soder said Nate Bargatze sounds like a beagle who's just listening to the radio. Oh, he had a joke about Nate being a beagle. I can't remember it.
Oh, that's funny.
It was at the roast. It was funny. I'm butchering it. Sorry, Soder.
We got to do another roast. Those roasts are fun.
Well, with the friends, it's a great time.
That was a cutie. That was like a chihuahua.
Ooh, that was like a little Fiat. Beep beep.
But yeah, I mean, it's worth it to me. It was like $800 for the year plus one though, and you think about all the meals you eat. Yeah. I fly every weekend, me plus another. If we were just eating breakfast at the airport, it'd be like $45 every time.
Totally, but the lounge, when a crowded lounge is almost a bummer because you're like, what am I paying for? You know, it's
the food's free though.
The food's free, the coffee's free, the booze is free. But it's just that weird thing where everybody's a little nicer in the lounge because A, they're like upper crusty kind of people who have, they're not just fist fighting on a Greyhound. These are lounge people.
But the problem I'm having now at the lounge, I'm white trash. So I go to the lounge. They assume you have money because you're in the lounge. So every meal now is like salmon drizzled with kids
it's
cum
highfalutin.
and green peas. And I'm like, I don't want this. I want a cheeseburger.
Right.
There's no more pizza cheeseburger at the lounge.
I was just talking about this. The first class, when you get bumped up, they email you, what meal do you want? So in my head, I'm like, I want them all. Oh, my God, I'm picking a meal. Who am I, Rockefeller? And then it's 3 cheese frittata with gluten-free whatever, and then it's like the impossible anal, and then it's like a kale queef, and I'm like, I don't want any of this. Give me a fucking burger, a lasagna, something I can stick my dick into.
Every single place, I talk about this constantly because I'm a basic bitch. But everything that I like, people give me shit about my diet, but I'm like, but everybody likes what I like.
Burger.
And like, if you came out of first class with cheese pizza, every person would be like, yes,
That's the
classic.
thing.
Spaghetti and meat. Just have spaghetti, marinara, and meatballs
Yeah.
at the lounge all day. Have the salmon and the bacon and the whatever bullshit. Just give me some spaghetti.
I agree. And I had this thing once on first class where, it was 12 of us up there, whatever. And they go, we got a chicken sandwich, we got a twig labia, and then we got a midget ear or whatever. You're like, all right, give me the chicken sandwich. They ran out. Because everyone got it.
I know,
So by the
exactly.
third guy, they were like, we're out of chicken. You got to have the midget ear.
Exactly. And now Vita can't hear.
Can't hear Veter.
Yeah, give me a chicken parm, shove it in my ass. But by the way, everyone's gonna hate us because we're just complaining about first class.
I know, but we're saying we're
Sorry.
trash.
Yeah.
Bring the trash element to the first class.
Yes, give the garbage people what they need. Occasionally, even the losers get lucky sometimes.
Yes.
There's plenty of garbage in the lounge.
Give me the They should just call it the garbage option. You want the highfalutin, do you want the gluten-free, or do you want the garbage? Give me the garbage.
Yes.
I'm a trash compactor.
Yes, this would be a good podcast. Figure out if you're garbage or not.
Yeah, somebody should do that.
You kind of bring people in, you ask them certain foods they may or may not
Right.
like, and then you label them garbage or
That's
not.
good. I'll get really fat. You be the other guy. It'll
Yeah,
work.
and then he'll get fat too.
Is he fat?
Plead the fifth.
All right.
Check out that podcast.
got a fifth
It's
chin.
great. We got to wrap it up,
All
for
right.
God's
All right.
sakes.
I
This
feel like it
got-
picked up.
Oh, my God. The last 10 were gold. The first 50 were,
Love a 10-year-old.
a clan meeting. But we'll make some adjustments in the post.
Yes.
But New York Post.
We'll cut it out.
I got some dates.
Oh, what do
I
you
don't
got
know my
there?
dates. I keep not plugging
You got
well.
dates, I got raisins.
Which, by the way, when you hear a date, tell some friends, because every time I leave a town, they're like, "Hey, when are you coming to Denver?" I'm like, I'm fucking on the airplane flight
Don't
right
get me
now.
started. When's this come out there, Chuck?
Next Tuesday,
The
the
10th.
10th.
All
yeah,
right.
the
Good
11th.
to know.
The 11th, excuse me. I'm at
Oof.
Skankfest this weekend. Those are already bought, sold, and thrown around. I'll be back in L.A. Nothing to see there. I'm just doing spots at the Improv. But then November, Hartford Funny Bone, November 4th and 5th. And God, I got a light November. Then the wedding, and then some other shit.
Why don't you get on some pods in L.A.?
Oh, I'm going, baby. That's what I'm doing. December 8th, 9th, and 10th, Madison, Wisconsin. That's a big one. December 8th through the 10th, Madison. Fill that up, for God's sakes. You know
one
how
of
much
the
I love
best.
it. It's been a while, too, since I've been there.
That'll sell out. Sincere Life.
Ooh, that was a better
solid.
showing, yeah.
Solid.
Insta stink. Omaha Funny Bone, December 16th and 17th. That date got moved, so it's then. And then February, I think it's 8 through 10 or something like that. Denver Comedy Works. Those tickets are on sale now, so get the Denver tickets. Those are going to sell. Madison. There's like 7 markets I sell in, and Denver is one of them, and so is Madison. So get those tickets. Hartford's not one, so get them the day of the show.
God almighty. I think I got some baby
You
shit in
need
there.
some super glue or
I
something.
need a diaper.
Problems happening. And then go subscribe to my YouTube. The best thing you can do for me right now is subscribe to that YouTube. I got a bunch of shorts, sketches, things coming out. There's a ton on there. My YouTube goes back for years. There's shit all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to put another special out on there at some point next year. And check out the old special. Tell some friends.
Give it a goog. Hey, I'm at the Orlando Improv, baby. Let's sell that puppy out. Rococo Theater, and I think that's in Pittsburgh. The Angler Theater. Pantages in Minneapolis. Neptune in Seattle. Revolution Hall in Portland. Funny Bone, Albany. The Wilbur. Fillmore in Philly. New Haven. I'm at Houston one night only at the Secret Group. And New Orleans. A couple other ones. Check it out. Go gay. Fuck your dad. Watch
Patreon.
our specials. Get on the Patreon. Patreon is moving, baby. It is cooking. It's twitching. It's humming. So Chuck's got ideas. We got Give It a Goog. We got hot gay sets. We got Queef It Up or whatever. So check it out.
Crazy. Chuck, you want to add something? You look like you're going to add something.
Musqueef TV, Seinfeld and Curb commentaries.
Yeah, it's
Can't beat
crazy.
it.
It's
Yeah,
killer.
it's good
There's so
stuff.
much stuff. It's all organized now. Chuck's got all the ideas. We have all the talent.
Yes.
Check it out. Check it out. He's drinking baby shit. Appreciate you, Chuck. Thanks for listening.
Praise Allah. See you in hell.
To be